most dominant position today is a linebacker, a position that combines the power of a defensive lineman and the speed of a defensive back.
The way a linebacker can really help his ball club is by making the play, getting to the quarterback for the sack, tackling the running back for a loss, or preventing them from scoring a touchdown.
It's very important to have a good football stance and a good base under you. Without a good stance or a good base, you can have a lot of problems out there. Being an inside linebacker, you want to have both feet shoulder width apart. You want to hunker down in there with your hands out in front of you. And the reason that you have that position is being able to play from your right or from your left. Guard coming at you from that side, a guard coming at you from that side. Being able to read the backfield. It's always important to have that good stance and your hands out so you can move from side to side or move in and move in. And if it's a pass situation, you can drop out of there. As an outside linebacker, it's not so much important to worry about what's coming from the right or what's from the left of you. If you're a left outside linebacker, you want to put your right foot in front of you, squat down a little bit, put a little bit of weight over your right knee, and just worry about the tight end. Now, if you have a tight end in front of you, you probably want to hunker down a little lower so you can get the leverage on him. If there's no tight end in front of you, you don't have to worry about getting so low or worrying about having to play against a blocker. You can stand up a little bit and watch what's happening in there. There's an offensive tackle there. You have a guard. You have a running back or a fullback in the backfield, and you can basically find out what's happening if they're coming at you or if they're trying to block you or whatever, and you can play off of most of the stuff. If you're a right outside linebacker, it's just the opposite. You put your left knee down, a little bit of weight over the front knee, and hands out. Always play with your hands and body second.
One of the things that you've got to do in order to make the play is defeat the blocker. Now, there's two different considerations in defeating the blocker. Namely, what type of block is it? Whether you're attacking him, if you're rushing the quarterback, he's pass blocking. Or if he's attacking you, aggressively trying to establish his control on your position on the field, he's run blocking you. When a guy is blocking for the run, you must ensure that you've got good leverage potential so that you can use your hands and your hips to give you the type of thrust that will ensure that you can control him so that he can't control you off the line of scrimmage. Right now, he's going to come off and fire up the ball. You want to be able to drive, get your hips underneath you, use your hands to lift him up off of you so that you can still have good body position to read the play as it develops. If you're an outside linebacker, then many times you have to keep your outside arm and leg free so that you can be free to make a tackle if necessary. And many times that's involved keeping good leverage and meeting the ball, the offensive blocker, underneath his shoulder pads with a good upward lift so that you can get him off of you. So as the ball carrier is coming, you're able to get him off of you and then react in good position to make the tackle. If you're playing in the inside, it's very important that you can square up the offensive blocker, staying underneath him with good position, hands inside, so that you can come off of him to the right or to the left to make the tackle on the ball carrier.
The most important technique that you have to learn in football, especially being a defensive football player, is tackling. Now, the correct way coming up on a ball carrier when he's going lateral is you're coming up with your head in front of the numbers and grab and squeeze. It's always important to think about the little things. Keeping low, hands in front of you, getting your good football position. So once again, he's going in a lateral position. You're coming up, you stand low, head in front, and squeeze.
After you've gotten rid of the blocker and the ball carrier is coming, one of the things you want to do is have your hips underneath you in good position, head up, eyes open, looking at the ball carrier. Optimally, what you want to do is put your nose right in between his numbers. Then you have the width of your shoulders as a margin of error to account for some of these quick, fleet-footed running backs. As you come into the ball carrier, you want to try to get your body weight underneath him with your shoulder into the ball carrier, wrapping your arms, grabbing either your hands or grabbing part of his jersey or grabbing him and lifting and running through the ball carrier.
As an outside linebacker, he's a tackle, and what I want to do is get myself in a position where I want to make him open up to me. I want to make it hard on him as possible for him to get on me because he's a big guy, and I want to get away from him as quick as possible. So what I'm going to do is, he's lying here, I want to take a step out, and then I want to come in, go. I want to make him come to me. Right there, I can work a technique. I can go here, swat over, or I can come in, stay there, come here, push, rip up under. Or all depends on how far this offensive tackle opens up. I can fake, and then that's when my quickness can come in. I can fake like I'm coming out and come back in, and I'm in on the quarterback. Some of the things that I like to do against most running backs are, usually I like to just put my body on them, because most running backs aren't strong enough to block us. And if it looks like he's going to take me on, I just push him and I'll walk him back in the backfield. If it looks like he's going to cut block me, I'll just come in and I'll put my hands down and go around and get to the quarterback.
You're at the point of contact, you're ready to make the tackle. Here's an opportunity to really help your team create the fumble. You still want to be in good position. You've got to ensure that you're going to make the tackle. You're coming in underneath the ball carrier, and as you're driving your hands in to wrap them around the ball carrier, punch, if at all possible, punch at the ball, keeping your shoulder underneath the ball carrier and still driving and running through. The ball might come out, it might not, but you're giving everything you can to get the ball out of the ball carrier's hands.
Here's a drill that I like to share with you all that can help you work on your eye, hand, and foot coordination. You want to get down low, and you want to have the guy emulate everything that you do, and then you switch it around, then you try to keep up with him. It's a drill that I practice throughout the week when I'm preparing for a game. I guarantee it'll make you a better football player.
I've got a very important safety tip to protect your arms and shoulder defensively when you're making a play. Many times you come out and extend your arm to try to stop the ball carrier. And if you just leave your arm out here to do all the work, the potential for injury is greatly heightened. So whenever you have your arm extended, take the rest of your body with the arm. Follow it. Move your legs, move your body. Don't leave your arm to do all the work. And if you will take your body with your arm, you'll prevent arm and shoulder injury.